So Ram, is certifications mandatory for getting job in Canada?
Thanks, Arga. It's a very good question. You'll be surprised, but certifications are not really mandatory for getting a job in Canada. Okay, so but many people don't know this. People think that if I do certifications, I will get a job easily. Okay, certifications are mandatory only for some certain roles. Like if a job is a licensed job, then you need certification. But IT jobs are not licensed jobs, so certifications are not mandatory. The only role, as far as I know, needs a mandatory certification in many of the cases is a project manager. For project manager role, they always ask for PMP as a mandatory. But it doesn't mean for other roles they don't ask for certifications. But many a time certifications are always nice to have skills than must have skills.
So is there any special edge for the candidates who have a certification?
Yeah, even though certifications are not really mandatory, I always encourage people to do certifications. In fact, one of the primary outcome after our training process is we always encourage people to do and finish the certifications before they go for marketing, because if you do certifications, it will be like um, you know the candidate has a psychological benefit. Oh, I am certified in so and so, so I'm more confident. So certifications, if done, they give a lot of confidence to the candidate, and if the candidate gets confidence, he can crack the interview easily.
So in some scenarios, when there is two candidates, one is having certifications, another is having no certifications, but they are equal capable. So in that scenarios, the person who is having certification, is he going to be get a better edge?
Yeah, the primary factor which decides the final decision of giving an offer is how well you have done in your interview. If you are able to impress the interviewer with the answers for the questions that he or she asked, that is the most demanding, most deciding factor in getting an offer letter. Certifications may or may not be helpful at that stage, but if two candidates perform the same way, then they look for status, not the certification. Is he a PR or on a work permit? If he has the same skill set and a PR, then since as a PR he can stay for a longer period in Canada, they'll prefer that candidate, but not the candidate with more certifications. So status plays a major role. The second role that it plays is who has better education. For example, both the candidates have done equally well in the technical interview process, but this candidate is coming from a BCom education, but another candidate is coming from a computer science education. In such case, they would prefer to take the candidate with computer science education. Certifications come at the very end, but if the job that the candidate is getting recruited for needs certifications, maybe the assignment is something where without certification, for example security certification, if he is working on some security project, they might feel having a security certification might give some additional advantage.
That depends on the
role. So in such case, they look for certification. So there is no hard and fast rule that if the two candidates are same certifications, they may or may not come into the picture.
That depends completely.
Yeah.
And if there is any delay in getting us jobs in Canada without having certifications?
No, it won't delay at all. So again, whether you have done the certifications or not, this job search process and the way they do the interview and the factors they see while giving the offer are still the same. But the only advantage people get is if they do certifications, they have more confidence. If they have more confidence, they can talk more confidently in the interview. If they talk more confidently in the interview, the probability of getting a job faster is very high. but again, it doesn't necessarily guarantee.
Thank you, Ram, for sharing the detailed information and your insights and expertise regarding the certifications. Anyway, depending on the role, you will guide them whether to go for the certifications or to wait for the certifications. And all these things will happen. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you, RK.